All right, here we go. This is Eddie Brock. I'm an investigative reporter, and I'm looking into color commentary today. Rashad Waters wasn't going to be able to be on the show today. What are you talking about? You're making us look bad. What? I don't know what happened right there. But again, this is Eddie Brock, and I'm here for color commentary, where we give you views from a different side. We are Venom. Oh, I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get into this show here. Venom is a brand new show, a brand new movie that's being made with a Marvel character, but it's coming from Sony Studios. So it's same characters. It's based off of Spider-Man a little bit, but it's not. Let's go ahead and bring on the rest of the color commentary crew. Mr. Danny J. Quick, how's it going there, sir?
You know who it is. It's your boy Danny J. Quick. Um, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to talk about Venom. I did not enjoy it, but I'm glad y'all did. Uh, you know, I've seen way better movies. I've seen probably 10 better movies this year. And if one of y'all puts this in your Marvel top 10, I'm gonna have to disown you. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Uh, all right, and let's go ahead and bring on our second guy. What is this? This is dead. Get it out of here. Okay, I don't know what's happening there. Mr. Chuck Taylor, how's it going there, sir? This is Eddie Brock.
Hello, Eddie. You need to go take some medicine or something for that parasite you got there, sir. But yeah, I'm
That parasite.
doing good here. Ready to jump in this review. I was very encouraged for what I saw, so I'm happy. But I'm with KFH Party Easy. Just to let you know, we do parties of all kinds, so definitely check me and my wife out. We're on Facebook. Just check us out, KFH Party Easy on Facebook, and we'll take care of you. But yes, I'm definitely excited to kind of jump into this. I got a lot of different things that I like, and some things I didn't like. So I'm not gonna say everything was perfect, but I think I felt okay about the film. But I definitely want to jump some of these other topics we're going to jump on a little bit later as well. So let's go.
All right. And speaking of those other topics, not only will we be talking about Venom today, but you're in luck because we'll also be talking about the new Aquaman extended trailer, which is like 16 minutes long, and also our new Marvel rankings. This is Eddie Brock. By the way, also, this is Rashad Waters. And of course, I'm the owner and founder of Block Band Music and Publishing, where we give you music and instruments for bands all across the nation. There you go. It's hard to remember what to say when you're doing that. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Daddy, go
Mm.
ahead and tell us your lies about Venom, because we know that you have plenty.
Lies.
Yes,
I've never lied. I'm not that type of person. Um,
you lie more than Food Lion.
man, it was just all right. So the movie started off okay. It started off all right. The movie started off fine. I actually enjoyed everything up until that big fight. The big fight that was in the with all of the armed guards in the tall journalism building. Everything up until that point, I really enjoyed, but from that moment on, it just went steeply downhill. They did a good setup with Eddie and his backstory and him being a journalist and having to move away from New York and all of that stuff. But it just let me down, man. It just let me down because of the CGI. All right, so if you're gonna do a fully CGI Venom, okay, if you're gonna do a fully CGI, they didn't use any practical effects in the movie. From what I could tell, they didn't use any practical effects in the movie. But they they showed a lot of Venom, and the stuff it just didn't it was just so frustrating because you can't tell me what his power, like what his power set is. First of all, he seemed so powerful when he first got attached to Eddie Brock, but then you come to find out your boy, I don't, what was the bad guy's name? Rage.
Right. To my Riot.
Riot. He was like, oh, he's got stuff you ain't never seen before. And I'm like, well, we just seen you. Like, we just seen you. What do you mean? We never seen none of your stuff before. So, like, it was so fast. True. I mean, I liked everything with Eddie in when he was just Eddie Brock and he had Venom in his head. I loved that. You know, he did a good job as an actor, but everything with the CGI Venom, I just hated it. I didn't like that car chase scene. They need to just stop trying to do car chase scenes in San Francisco with all them hills and stuff. I didn't like it in Ant-Man. I really didn't like it in this one. Got little drones just flying and blowing up all through the street. You didn't see one cop in the movie until, like, did we even see any cops except for the ones that were shooting at Eddie? I don't remember seeing any cops. So
nah, I don't think so.
It just got so far-fetched. And then your boy coming in once he, all right, so the whole thing, the whole setup of the movie was that these symbiotes are so hard to find a match for, right? I can't find a match for the symbiotes. They're so incompatible with everybody. But Brock, all of us, he just magically he was just compatible with his. And then the billionaire, he just happened to be compatible with the other one. And then Brock's girlfriend, she just so happened to be compatible too, because she didn't seem to have any kind of side effects from having it on her. And we don't know what happened to the poor little dog. So shoot.
Hey, Tori, I think real quick on that one, I think it's not necessarily they had to be compatible, because I think Venom decides if he wants to kill you or not. Like, he can eat you and make it not compatible, but he's like only one with actual conscience that we know of. So I think it was more of a choice on him. Does he want to stay in her and not, hurt her physically? So I think that may be one reason why he could pass through people, and they didn't really die at the end of it. Now Riot, on the other hand, he just killed you as long as any time he was inside of you. So he didn't care.
I hear you on that.
I hear what you're saying, Charlie, but we're assuming that the movie is definitely saying, spelled out specifically, that you have to be compatible. So I'm with you, Danny. I hadn't thought about that, because Riot passes from person to person.
I actually agree with Charlie on that, because they said, that he had, Venom explained that he had to choose to feed on, the pancreas and the liver and all that stuff. He chose to feed on that stuff. Okay, I get you, but still, they didn't do a good enough job explaining it to me. And even if it was Venom's choice to eat people, they just got done fighting. She was the one who turned on the machine to expel him out of Eddie Brock. So why wouldn't he? Why would he? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that he thinks that's okay. I kind of like this chick, but she just tried to kill you. Like, she literally just tried to kill Venom. But it was just so much, man. And then everything with the CGI suit, like the floating heads really made me mad. Like the Venom head looking at Brock's head, it just looked so, like, it took CGI movies back 20 years, man. It was just so horrible. It was so horrible. Yeah. But I could probably go on for like another 10 minutes talking about what I didn't like. But all in all, it was a decent movie. But and then the end credit scene with Cassidy, man, that was so corny. I was like, man, get out of here, man. I shouldn't even stayed around for the mid credits to see that. But that Spider-Man joint was dope though. I'm down with that. Mm-hmm. I'm done.
Feel you on that.
Well, it seems that Danny has been eating At least his face has been eaten by one of the symbiotes. I guess that's why we can't see him. We just hear his voice right now. But we'll go on to the one. Nope, we hadn't seen you in 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Parasite, shut you on down. But apparently, Charlotte Taylor is incompatible over there, so he's still alive. So, Charlie, what do you think about this movie?
You know,
make sure you start your timer at 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, let me make sure that is set, ready to go. But I guess going into Venom, I read so many bad reviews on it, so I was like, I guess I came in with like so much, just low expectations, and then I come through it, I'm like, okay, well, this first part wasn't really that bad. I mean, yeah, it could have sped up a little bit. It had some scenes that they cut or they didn't really have to use those scenes for the movie. I guess. I mean, I didn't really feel him being a reporter to me was, I don't know. He looked like one of the worst reporters I've ever seen, to be honest with you. So I don't know how he was very good at being a reporter. He couldn't read. He couldn't talk to people without reading a piece of paper. He didn't dress really nice when he was doing interviews. But hey, I guess San Francisco liked him a lot. So it didn't seem like he was that great of a reporter. But they kind of played that a little long in the movie, a little bit more for my liking. But I actually felt pretty good about the movie. By the time Venom actually showed up in the movie, I was in a good point. I wasn't like, oh, this is horrible. And then he showed me Venom. I was like, okay, I'm starting to understand a little bit more about these characters now and how they got to this point. And then, to me, I thought the CGI looked pretty good on Venom. I mean, I saw it in 3D. I like when he came. I mean, he looks just like he did on the trailer, but I was more like, hey, he is killing. Like he was when he took that Venom suit on, and he told me he was like, what he say? What did he say? Mask on. When he said mask on, and he went to work on them officers, that was great. I was like, this is awesome. And when they were talking to each other, when he climbed up the top of the building and he was about to jump off, and he said pussy or something like that, and you see him the next scene they're getting they're getting on the elevator. I was like that jump was hilarious. Like They had a lot of good, like the interaction with the symbiote and Eddie was like amazing. Like I don't think they could have found a better actor to do that. They portrayed that very well in the movie. Very believable. And I also can understand how Venom got a liking of him throughout the movie. The way they kind of went through life. Or went through that little point of time with each other. It's like they both saw each other, that they needed each other to be at their best. So they started to grow on each other. Because at first Eddie was like trying to get him out, and then next thing Eddie wants him back. So that's kind of like the Venom. Venom was like more like, hey, I just want to do what I want to do and go whoever take over you and take over. I guess this planet. Maybe that's what he was trying to do. And but by the middle end of the movie, he really liked Eddie as well. So I thought the fighting was really well done. When he was fighting like multiple guards and running all through the city, I really liked the chase on the motorcycle. So I don't know, I don't know what was wrong with that one, Tori. I mean, to me, it felt kind of like the Mission Impossible chase when Tom Cruise is running on the motorcycle.
No, sir. No, sir. No,
sir. He was jumping everywhere. There was cars flying in everywhere. He was about to die. I was like, and then like symbiote would save him. Like throughout like he's about to get hit by a car and he saves him and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
He didn't do anything that Tom Cruise didn't do, and Tom Cruise did not have a symbiote. That's the whole point.
I said it made me feel like you didn't listen. I said it made me feel like how I felt when I was watching the Tom Cruise one, because I didn't know what was about to happen. It looked like he was about to die. Then something saves him. He gets ripped over here, turns this way, and car flips on another car. Now a lot of people in San Francisco probably got messed up on that car chase. So pray for them. But
thoughts and prayers for go out to San Francisco twice this year.
Exactly. Shelton said the action in Venom was too cliche. That's exactly what it was. It was like cookie cutter action.
Go sit down.
It was
That
too
was
cliche,
that was good.
man.
That was good fun. That was fun. I
Hey, Charlie,
enjoyed
Charlie,
everything.
he only say that because the tickets were free. If he
Yeah,
had
I
made an
know.
investment, then he'd be like, "Oh, okay, I see." Yeah.
You made it best. Oh, but I guess the things I really didn't care for, I didn't like the villain. Like he was kind of just the typical old villain, like I'm the villain type of like I'm gonna destroy the world. Like I don't know, he just didn't really play his part. Like they have like movies have been doing with villains like the last few years. They kind of give them a little bit of a backstory. You kind of get kind of a reasoning of why they're doing this. Like I don't know why he wanted to kill everybody. Like I still don't get it. Like dude, you just killed somebody. Why you want to start and throw somebody else up in there? And it's like then you want to unleash this on the world. You talking about the world's on the brink of destruction. You want to kill the world with these things that are eating people. Like I didn't get that. Like it didn't make sense to me. He was just throwing his doctors in there like left and right, like he had more doctors to replace them. So I didn't that didn't really make smart decisions with me. I'm like the people that actually working on this, you killing them, so now you ain't gonna have nobody to help you to get this under control. So that was a little weird. They I guess they maybe cut that part out the movie to explain some more of his backstory. Um, Riot, I like Riot. I thought I like they made him look different with the scabs on his face. I really like the time when Venom was talking about you don't know what kind. No, he has all kinds of weapons or something like that. Like he said
No,
something really funny.
You get spit you ain't never seen.
Yeah, yeah. When he said that, and he was like, "Oh, Chuck," he's like, "I told you." Like in mid fight,
Right.
like that was so funny. Like them two talking to each other as he was fighting. And at the end of the movie, when Venom sacrifices himself to save Eddie, was like, "Wow!" I was like, "Damn, I wasn't expecting that," because like you could definitely tell a bond was formed. I know it was quick. They may have cut out some parts that actually tied them more
It was
together, but that definitely,
quick.
I guess, gave me more of I guess a real life, because like a lot of times you see on Venom, you see
I,
like on the cartoon, you just see.
I know you got to be past 5 minutes at this point.
I know, but I want to get to
Ain't
this
no
point.
good in setting the timer and then don't look at it again.
I want to say this point. Y'all are interrupting me, so I get a couple minutes left. A minute left.
What?
Anyways, like the time. See, y'all made me forget what I was gonna say. See, y'all messed up. But anyways, now I think I got it. No, it didn't. It just went away. On live cast, y'all just had to do this to me. It was a good point
I know what you were
too.
going to say. You were going to say that the fight with Venom and Riot looked like some Transformers 1 horribleness.
No.
That's what you were going to say.
I can actually see the goo. I can see the goo on there. I saw the goo fight.
You know who's
I saw the green goo and the black goo. Now when he ate him, yeah, that was pretty. When he ate Venom,
Great Goose.
when he ate Venom, that was like, oh, he just ate both of them. That was
Right.
crazy.
That was tight.
That was
for
crazy.
half a second. And then why your girl turn the speakers off? Like, why did you turn the speakers off? Just leave the speakers on.
I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, you make a lot of good points, Danny.
You're making some good points. But I said the movie wasn't trash. It was pretty good. I would watch it again. Like
yeah, I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again, but
I've seen movies that I can't watch anymore. And I might fast forward to the parts I like. This one I can watch. So I didn't say it's the best movie of all time, but it was pretty good, going in there. So I might remember what I was going to say. I had a good point, but
it was better than Annihilation. So
I got it now. So on the cartoon, when you see Venom, you don't ever really understand why Venom and Eddie Brock are really like together. So and I mean, yeah, they hate Spider-Man, but it just doesn't seem any type of real true. Like, why does he care about him at all? Like, this movie made you understand, like, okay, he's really starting to like him. Like, he wants to protect them. He wants them to succeed because they have a bond together. I guess because they're both losers in their worlds, and also that he's, I guess, just got a liking to the dude as he's known him for the past couple of days. So I like how they showed that in the movie because now I can kind of respect a little bit more of the cartoon. I'm like, okay, that might be why this is such a hard bond to break. Why when on the cartoon and the comics. But I'm done with my 10 minutes. So
yes. Are you done? Oh man. Okay. I really liked the movie too. I I started out when the first trailer. Let me go ahead and set mine here. When the first trailer came out, I didn't think it was good at all. But as the trailers kept coming out, I was pretty excited about the movie. I was surprised, and when the critics said, "Oh, this movie is so terrible," I was like, "Man," I was like, "Gosh, well, I hope it's something that I like, despite what the critics say." And it ended up being something that I really enjoyed all the way through. A couple minutes into the movie, I was like, "This movie it's not bad at all." It was not a perfect movie. So let me talk about the things that were imperfect to me. First of all, I thought the movie was a little too short. There were some things that could have been explained. Like, for example, the whole reason why Venom wants to fight Riot, which is one of his own people from his same planet. They came together, and now he wants to fight them to keep the other symbiotes from coming. They didn't really go into that enough. Oh, because I'm a loser on this planet? Really? That's your reason? Oh, because you like Eddie Brock so much? I didn't really feel that connection that you're talking about, Charlie. Like, I saw that they were together for a while, but I saw where Venom was really helping Eddie, but I didn't see any place where Eddie helped Venom. I didn't see that happen not one time other than him just being the body. Like, if they had had a part where they get separated, if Venom was about to die, because the thing is, if the parasites are separated for too long, then they'll die. So if Eddie had come in and saved him, then I could see where they have a relationship now, and I could understand why he wanted to save Eddie. But I didn't really see that relationship other than they just kind of get along. Also, like right from the beginning, the symbiote starts speaking like slang. Like, doggone it, you're an alien goo. Why the heck are you talking like, who the hell is this guy? Like, really? How do you know how to talk like that? That doesn't make any sense to me. But all it would have taken is a couple of, 1 minute to say, hey, I'm in your brain. And because I'm in your brain, I think like you do, or I use some of the words that you use, or something like that. Then that would have cleared that up for me. That was just weird. You're making us look bad. Like you said last night, Charlie, like, how do you know that that's making us look bad? And yeah, the whole thing with the bad guy, yeah, he was a little lame. And the whole thing with Cletus Cassidy, sorry if I'm spoiling it, I really could have just done without that extra credit scene, as we call it, or after credit. That spoiled it for me. I mean, he's talking about, and if I get out of here, there's gonna be some carnage. Wow, that is so. Like you said, Danny, that is so corny. Like, you could have just said something along the lines like, yeah, last time you got out of here, there was a lot of carnage that you caused, and we don't want that to happen anymore. So, but to put that right on the end of the line is just corny. And I'm not excited about seeing Woody Harrelson. I'm not a Woody Harrelson fan. I haven't seen him really do anything that I like. And I definitely didn't like seeing him do Cletus Cassidy. So I'm not excited about that.
Yeah,
However,
that wig was horrible.
Yes, that wig was horrible.
Yes, the rig. Well, yeah, that was ridiculous. Looked like it's Ronald McDonald over there. But my last 2 minutes, man, I'm talking about everything that I liked. The movie was so funny. The interaction between the two of them was great, and Tom Hardy did a tremendous job. For most people that I've seen, if you ask them what's the number one thing that you like about this movie, most people say Tom Hardy. He did a great job playing the Eddie Brock character, and then he did a great job of playing off of himself. For those who don't know, Tom Hardy is also Venom as well. They just modulated his voice, and it's just great to see the two of them as him go back and forth. Oh, you didn't know that?
That's dope.
Yeah. So now the movie is less trash now. Like
No.
like what Charlie said, when he said, "Hey, you want to jump off the building or something like that," and then the next scene you see the elevator, and he called him the P word, the PC word. That was hilarious to me. It's just all the things that Venom says. He's got spit you've never seen and all kinds of stuff. Oh man, I loved it, and the action was just tremendous, man. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, Dan. I'm gonna have to agree with Charlie, man. It was very similar to Mission Impossible, and no, there were some things that Tom Cruise didn't do. Tom Cruise didn't jump in the air 30 feet and come off of his bike and then land again. Tom Cruise didn't do that.
He jumped out of a helicopter. What are you talking about?
But he didn't get on the helicopter from the bike. So we're talking about the bike here. So
he jumped onto the helicopter, then fell 30 feet and caught himself midair. Like, what are you saying?
If there had been a helicopter scene, we would have seen that. But yes, I recommend this movie for anybody. Don't listen to what the critics say and also what Danny says. You should see this movie. I think it's good. I don't think it's a perfect movie. I think the failures in logic kind of keep it from being like a great movie. If they had taken their time and really, maybe some of that 40 minutes that they cut out, maybe if they had put that back in there, it probably would have been better. But overall, I think it's a good movie. So what do you guys think? Make sure you leave us a comment here. We're live right now. This is Crew Talk, and we are live. So you can leave us your comment right now and tell us what you think as far as Venom is concerned. But we're moving on to the next thing here. We're going to go ahead and talk about Aquaman. Ooh, talking to fish. So we just had a 5-minute trailer. So DC is shooting their shot here. They're trying to make sure that they're not looking bad because it's been looking bad with DC. If there's anybody that looks worse than Fox right now, it's DC. They're constantly, we're going to do a Joker movie. We're going to do 2 Joker movies. We're going to have a Cyborg movie. No, we're going to have Green Lantern. No, we don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to put some stuff out there and hopefully it'll stick. But Aquaman is the only thing that's definite right now. That and a couple other things, but for the most part, Aquaman is what's coming out. So they got a new trailer, and we're going to talk about that. Mr. Danny, what you think about Aquaman? 3 minutes.
This trailer actually makes me want to see Aquaman. I think I'm not as concerned about the story. I already know who Aquaman is. Like I said, me and you've talked about it a lot. I know these characters. I know what their stories are. So I'm not extremely interested in the story part of it. He's the new king of Atlantis. He has to unite the 7 seas. Okay. So he's going to have to go on this Indiana Jones style adventure part. We know everything's going to happen from the trailer. We see everything that's going to happen in the movie in this trailer. So we know he's going to have to go on this adventure to find Atlantis. Then he's going to have to fight his brother, and he's going to, unite the 7 seas. But for me, I think the visuals of it is what's making me want to see it, like the undersea creatures and what's his name? Black Manta. What is his name? Manta, whatever his name is, the villain.
Yeah, Black Manta.
Yeah. I want to see, him. I don't like the way that they have them jumping and stuff. It looks really, really old school Spider-Man, the large jumps and the CGI, replacement people who are flailing all over the place when they do the jumps and lands and stuff like that. But I actually really want to see this one. The only movie in that DC was making that I was looking forward to was Wonder Woman, but I kind of want to see this one now. I was probably gonna go see it in the first place, but now I'm actually, looking forward to it. Whereas before I was kind of dreading seeing it. But
you were obligated to see it.
yeah. Now I'm actually looking forward to it. They did a better job with this one. They gave me my little Indiana Jones adventure part. I like to see that. His chemistry looks pretty good with the redhead girl, and yeah. I think I'll go see it. I'm sure it'll be better than Venom.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and go next because Charlie has used up 10 minutes on his last one, so we can go ahead and skip Charlie.
Really? That's how we do?
That's how we do it. Huh? Just go ahead, man. Go ahead. Take 3 minutes, sir. 3 minutes.
I really enjoyed the Aquaman trailer. I guess when I first looked at it, the first one, I was like, okay, Aquaman. I mean, I'm not a fan. I wasn't ever a fan of Aquaman. Never read any Aquaman comics at all, or watched. If they had TV shows, didn't watch them at all. So I don't know nothing really about Aquaman at all. I'm just kind of just fresh. I just know what he looks like and some of his powers. So kind of seeing the trailer, seeing that his mom, kind of going that backstory on the trailer, and then seeing that it is going to be kind of like an Indiana Jones type adventure. I like the the comedy that they put in. I really like Jason Momoa is his name? What's the guy's name?
Yeah. Momoa. That's
Momoa? Okay. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I'm not great with name.
Hey, well, Momoa's a good cookies, man. So if you want to confuse him with somebody, yeah. Shoot. I want some
But anyways,
now.
anyway, back to my point. Taking my 3 minutes. I really like him in Game of Thrones. So I like his touch on the character, like the comedy that he injects in Aquaman. He really makes him feel really tough. Like he's definitely a badass. I like when I watch him. Like I don't really think he should get beat up. So I hope now, maybe he's gonna not be such a little weakling like he was on Justice League, because they kind of made him kind of useless on Justice League. Like his Triton didn't do anything. He just got just punked by Superman like nothing. Like he was like not even like a fly to Superman. So hopefully on this movie, his own movie, he kind of gets his due. So I think I'm definitely gonna be encouraged to see the film. Mm-hmm. Outside of, I really like the graphics. Everything looked really good. The mantis, what's the black mantis?
Mantis is
Black
something
Manta?
that's on land.
Black Manta. Y'all, I'm telling you, I do not watch any of his stuff. So this is my these. I'm the average person that knows about DC.
This is the animal kingdom.
Huh?
This is the animal kingdom. There's a difference between this and the underwater bird.
Anyway, Black Manta. I really like that chase when they were when he was chasing him and the redhead girl, like throughout that city. Like that was ill. Like it looked really good. I didn't know how they were gonna bring that ugly helmet and make it look legit in the film, because I was like that looks stupid. So they made it look pretty good on film. So I was actually impressed, and I'm kind of just eager to see what's going on. I want to see those crazy looking alien underwater people that he's got to fight, like that whole Civil War type thing when the crab person gets eaten by the big Escaldon or whatever that thing was. Like that looks good. So it looks like it's definitely gonna be some explosions, some fireworks up in this movie.
We better see the megalodon in there. We better see the
and Jason Statham. Jason Statham's gonna be riding them.
He'll be riding them down there. He'll be riding them down there eating people. But yeah, so and at the end of the trailer, when he has the actual for real Aquaman suit, when he got the Triton, that was nice. I was like, oh, Chuck, he looks really good. I was like, okay, so at first I didn't really know what the Atlantis thing had to do with everything. Like I was like, okay, so I thought he had the Triton before, so I was completely lost. I'm like, okay, so he's getting another pitchfork. Is this pitchfork any more magical than the last one? So now I understand, like, that's the true power. So, like, now he's going to really be Aquaman. He's going to be the king. And he's going to look like Aquaman got the powers. I was like, okay, so he was just a regular dude up on the water on the last movie. Got you. That's why he couldn't do anything but throw the fork at people. I got you. So, but that's about it. I think I'm definitely going to check it out. It was in December. Yeah, I'll check that out. It looks like it's going to be fun.
Or either that or Bumblebee or Deadpool 2 in PG-13. One of those three.
Yeah, it's a plethora of movies to go to, so you definitely got something to do. Any type of movie you want to see. Everybody's coming. Oh, they got what's it? Mary Poppins coming out too. We got all types of movies coming out.
You want to see on Mary Poppins?
Charlie, that's how you do your event, man. That's how you do your event. Just let it be an event for all 3 movies.
All 10 movies.
All 10. Is Mary Poppins coming out the same day?
Yeah, I think so. All of them come out the same week.
Wow. Disney's like, nah, we're going to go ahead and get ours in here, too. Throw y'all off. Disney, they don't be playing around. All right, for me with the trailer, so there was some points in there where the CGI looked a lot better than before. Like a lot of the underwater scenes look really good. I should say they look better. Like it made me excited to see it because it looks like this movie is going to be really, really, really big. Like it's grand. I mean, there's tons and tons of characters, and like you said, the Civil War and all kinds of stuff. They're not playing around. I hope the plot is good, but I mean, as far as the scope and size of the movie, it looks huge. There were a couple places with CGI though that looked kind of dumb a little bit. I wish they hadn't done it. Like there was one scene where he was jumping out of the water and jumping on top of the submarine. That's like, okay, that's a computer right there. Like they could have just had thrown somebody in the air real quick and then maybe at the very last second CGI it, but it doesn't look real. There's another scene like when they first get into the pyramid or whatever, where you see him and Mira jump. It's like that doesn't look real at all. So there are a couple places that CGI did look great, but overall I thought it looked decent. Um, I am kind of a little bit sick of the Thor type of character. Like I'm just a big, strong, dumb guy. I mean that's how he's kind of trying to play himself. Like, oh, you could have just peed on it. I'm about to be the king, but I really don't know anything. But I've got all the strength and power in the world. Like I'm kind of, we've seen that with Thor for a little while now. I would be interested to see somebody that's that can be a king. But I guess what they're trying to do is, they don't want to take they don't want to take anything too seriously. You know what I mean? So who knows? That's how it is. So I mean, I'm interested. I don't have a whole lot to say about. Oh, only thing I say is these guys made me watch the trailer because I don't like to watch trailers, particularly with DC, because with the 5 minutes that they gave us, that's probably half of all the action that's in the movie. So gosh, and that was another thing about Venom. Like, if you've seen all the trailers for Venom, it still doesn't prepare you for everything that happens in that movie. But I'm kind of suspicious with Aquaman. One other thing about Venom, because Venom was pretty good, it makes me more excited about Aquaman because we've had some dud movies that we've been watching, like The Predator and a couple other things. It has really lowered my excitement about movies coming out the rest of the year. Like, man, we don't have nothing good coming out. But because Venom was pretty decent, like, okay, but Venom was pretty decent, so it doesn't have to always be about Marvel. Let's see, what DC can do. So I'm excited. What do you guys think about Aquaman? Go ahead and post your comments in here. I will read one comment here. I think it was No, it was my man Kenny Miller from DC. He said that when Namor comes out, it's going to make people forget about Aquaman. I believe that. I can't wait for Marvel to get their stuff together and do a Namor movie. And doggone it, make him Asian. Make him Asian. It's okay. About one out of four people on the entire planet is Asian. Let's not let's stop pretending like they don't exist. Pulling in stupid Danny Rand and all this type of nonsense. Put some Asians in Marvel. They don't have to be side characters talking about what is it? The home is unprotected. Make him Asian and please, excuse my language, but please make him an asshole because Namor is an asshole. Like he is not nice, and we need to see somebody arrogant. Like I think Namor.
I need to see Black Panther square off.
Huh?
I need to see Namor and Black Panther square off a little bit. Just talking. They don't need to fight. Just talking junk to each other. Like
yeah, exactly. Let Namor put them little pointy eyebrows up and start talking junk to him. Yes, sir. It'll make you forget all about Aquaman. So anyway,
they're probably gonna make The Rock play Namor.
The Rock, he's too big. He needs somebody. Namor is muscular, but he's not like Diesel. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. They probably should let me do it, but just I don't know if I was Asian.
You Asian.
Shelton says an Asian Namor, that would be huge. Thank you, Shelton, for agreeing with me. If I can get you to agree with me about Venom, would be on point. So let's go ahead and get to our last topic here. Everybody that's watching, go ahead and put in your top 10 Marvel movies, not just MCU, but all Marvel movies. So we're talking Blade, we're talking Howard the Duck, we're talking the Punisher movies, Ghost Rider, Fantastic Four, X-Men.
No, we're not talking about any of those.
Fantastic Four!
And of course the MCU. So Danny, why don't you go ahead and rattle off your 10 there, sir? And Kenny Miller, yes, sir, Danny Rand does suck.
every time. Danny Rand always sucks. My top 10, my list has remained pretty consistent for the past year or so. Infinity War is not even in my top 10. Oh,
that ain't right. Bro. That's a lie. Come on, bro. That's a lie. Danny, come on, bro.
It's It's not in here. I hated that movie so much that it's not even in my top 10.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Charlie, Chuck, you go ahead and go. We're going to give Daddy time to revise his list. You can at least be number 10. The movie has 52 characters, and they execute it well. Give it a break.
No. But anyway, here's my top 10. Blade 1 is 10.
Oh, wait, this is, okay, 10.
Oh, 10, okay. All right, going
10, I'm going 10 to 1, 10 to 1. So Blade, the first Blade, that's a classic. That makes my top 10. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is my number 9. Okay. Spider-Man Homecoming is 7. Then Thor Ragnarok. Homecoming is 8. Then Thor Ragnarok is 7. Then Iron Man 1, that's a classic.
Okay, of course.
Captain America 1, which is also a classic. That's one of my favorites. Then Winter Soldier at number 4.
4, wow. Okay.
The first Avengers at number 3.
All right.
And, Black Panther at number 2. And Civil War at number 1. That's my top 10.
Okay. All right. It's not the worst list I've ever heard, except for Captain America.
How you got Infinity War in there, Tori? I don't understand.
Because that movie means nothing. The movie means
means everything. Do you see the snap? You want me just to snap real quick, lean with it, rock with it? That's what he did on the movie.
Everybody that died is coming back. Everybody that died except for Batista is coming back.
No, I think he's coming back. Batista definitely not coming back.
He ain't coming back. All right, Charlie. What you think, man? What's your top 10 Marvel movies of all Marvel?
All Marvel. Okay. So my number 10 movie, I really enjoyed Logan. I like Logan a lot. I thought it really changed the way I kind of view some of it told a different type of story. So kind of seeing it from the way the director, brought us that type of movie. And he's one of my favorite characters of all time, Wolverine. So yeah, he's number 10. His last movie when he gets messed up. Number 9, I really enjoyed the movie. I watch it a lot. I don't really notice that I really watch it as much, but the Thor Ragnarok movie, the comedy, it's really fun. I like to see the fights, seeing Thor interact in that movie a lot. That's probably like my favorite parts of the movie, just them fighting in the room. So it's like classic. Classic comedy gold for that. Deadpool. I put Deadpool in here because Deadpool definitely changed my whole
now I gotta rewrite my whole list.
I was like, at first I didn't really know too much about Deadpool that much, but I really enjoyed the first Deadpool. I like the second one too, but I like the first one better, so that's why I was like, I'll put that one on here because that would at least make it. So, and I find myself watching that one when I don't have my kiddos around, because it definitely is rated R. It's not for children. So we'll see what the PG-13 version is. Hopefully that's still good because they're going to the MCU. But after that one, this was tough for me because I got a lot of other ones in front of, but Spider-Man Homecoming is next for me. He's definitely my second favorite. Him and Wolverine about my time. Those are like definitely my key guys that introduced me to Marvel. But they definitely did it right with the new Homecoming. My kids love that movie. I love the movie. We watch it a lot. This used to be one of my top ones, but Iron Man, he's my favorite in the actual movieverse. Iron Man was a name that just changed everything. It was a super hit. Robert Downey is my favorite actor. I watch him almost anything he's in now. He definitely is Tony Stark more than the comic. Like the comic needs to be based off of Robert Downey, not whoever designed him. So Robert Downey is awesome, and Iron Man, the first one is awesome. The second and the third, they had good parts. If Robert Downey Jr. wasn't in there, it would probably be in the the Venom category for some people. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it's okay, it's a good decent movie, but it's just it needed a great actor to kind of pull those movies out. Next, this is hard because I put Avengers next because that one, seeing all of them come together for the first time and seeing how that worked, that was epic. What is that?
What number is that?
Let's see here. Avengers is number 5.
Okay.
Number 5. So it's number 5 probably just because it was the start. So the other movies kind of used the success from Avengers to make those movies even better. But Avengers was awesome. That was probably one of the best times at the movie theaters watching that movie. Another level was hit. I said, "This is so great. This is so awesome." But after that, I would have to put Infinity War. I enjoyed Infinity War a lot. And after I saw the movie, I was mad because everybody got dusted at the end. But then I found myself watching that movie all the time, and I enjoy Thanos' character. I enjoy the different fights. The fight scenes are crazy, especially on Titan. That Titan fight is probably the best fight out of any fights in any MCU. That fight with Thanos was good. That was good. That one and the Winter Soldier fights, those are on a smaller scale, but those Titan fights, you can definitely tell the same people wrote this movie and designed that because for the rest of my movies, they're the directors, just about besides one. So
Winter Soldier throwing taking the steering wheel out the car and throwing it. That's epic.
That was epic. Now number 3 will be Winter Soldier because that movie just plays so well. Like you can just watch that jump from beginning to end all the time, and you go right back to the fight scenes, the music, everything just ties so well with it. And it's just hand-to-hand combat. Ain't nobody got special abilities like shooting beams and stuff like they Goku. They just fighting hand-to-hand, shooting each other, jumping on cars and stuff. So it's just the camera work, everything is so good. You get so into those movies, like, whoa, this is so good. So anytime that's on, I probably end up watching it. Number 2 will be Civil War for me because Iron Man is my favorite character. So him and Cap, it's kind of like Winter Soldier and Iron Man put together makes Civil War. So those 2 movies on my top list. So that's number 2. Number 2. And I put this number. At first I was like thinking like, which one do I watch more? After watching Black Panther again, I can say that just kind of the way I felt about Logan. Like it was such a different type of movie for me. And I can really appreciate all the characters and how they built the world. And I take everything in effect, not just the fighting. I put Black Panther on as number 1 just because of all of everything. The fighting wasn't as high as Winter Soldier, but the story was better than Winter Soldier's. So,
can we take a second and pray for Sheldon? I know he doesn't believe, but can we just say a quick prayer for Sheldon because he doesn't even have Black Panther in his top 10?
I was about to call out your boys, like y'all get your boys. They ain't talking about some deal with it. This is how we deal with it. You were wrong. That's how we deal with it.
Not top 10. It's gonna be at the next party show. I guess it's ain't coming. But
this is the man that said. This is the man that said Iron Fist was good, so we can see see what's happening.
I understand you, but I understand you. Still love you,
bro. I understand you. Danny, you're the contrarian. He's the toxic contrarian. He's the anti-contrarian.
But yeah. Right, so that's my list. That's my top 10 right there. I take Black Panther and got number 1 just because of everything the movie has. So I don't want people to say, "Oh, I watched this movie more and more." We ain't talking about which one you watch more. It's which movie is better. So I don't even watch Logan that much, but it was on the list because it made an impact because they did some great things with that movie. But what about you, Rashad? What you got?
All right, number 10, we got Thor Ragnarok. I think it's very funny. Lots of good action. I could watch it a lot. Number 9, Danny, go ahead and cover your ears, sir. Go ahead and cover your ears. You're not ready for this. But yeah, I got Venom as number 9. I thought it was, a lot of good action. A lot of
number 9.
Danny's he's in what is it? A sunken place?
No, you in the sunken place.
I'm in a good place, man. I got X2 as number 8 on the list. I think the X-Men movies overall catch a lot of hate, but I think that if you actually take the time to watch X2, it's a good movie, and I think that it is held up well under time. I'm not a fan of the X-Men movies overall, but the last time I watched X2, I was like, this movie's actually pretty good.
X2 was the one with Storm and the Frog and
No. That's the first
That
one.
was the first one. That's the first one.
Yeah, that's the one where they set it
Striker.
up for Magneto to kill all the mutants. I mean, for Professor X to kill all the mutants, and then Magneto came in and switched it up so he can kill all the humans. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
probably would have made my top 15. I like that. That was a really good one.
The next one is Iron Man. Iron Man is a great movie. It still holds up over time. It's just that there's so many good movies. It's hard to place it. Like it deserves. It's like all the top like six are like bunched together. Avengers, great movie, hilarious, tons of action. It's the template for a good action movie. I got Guardians of the Galaxy 2 on there. I'm not sure if it really deserves to be number 5, but I can tell you this: I have watched that movie so many times. I really like watching it. I love the music. I think that goes along with everything that's happens in that movie. So maybe I'll switch Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I'll put Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at number 6. Um, Deadpool 2. Great. I'm glad you mentioned that, Charlie, because that is a hilarious and funny movie. So much action, so entertaining. I loved
Wait,
it.
Deadpool 2 or Deadpool 1?
I said there for
Two.
one.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
glad you mentioned. I was saying I'm glad you mentioned Deadpool because I had forgot about Deadpool altogether as a Marvel movie. Um, Deadpool 2 is number 4. Civil War is number 3. The only reason Civil War is not higher is because the thing that makes Civil War good is also the thing that kind of takes away from me. The fact that it's such a change, it's such an abrupt change in tone when you get to the battle, the big battle, because it's kind of funny and kind of light and stuff like that. Like the movie is kind of dark a little bit, like Winter Soldier, but then it gets light like that. I like that, but also I don't like it. So that's the reason that one is not probably right at the top. Let me go ahead and give you my special mentions here. Blade,
Hold up.
great movie.
That's some mentions.
Hey, you took like 5 minutes just to say 10 things. Blade is a great movie. I don't care what y'all say. I like Spider-Man 3. I don't care. I
No,
don't care
sir.
what you say.
All right,
Spider-Man
this
3.
broadcast
As
is ended.
somebody, as
Catch
somebody
us
who
now
grew
to the
up,
feed.
as somebody who grew up as a nerd, sitting there watching somebody spin around and point at the girls.
Did you say
I
Spider-Man
love it.
3?
Spider-Man 3, he's my hero. And I think there's some definite things that are not great about it. Like Venom is horrible. But you have to admit that when Sandman first corporealizes, if I said that correctly, when he first creates himself, that is one of the best scenes of any movie of sci-fi movie. Like that's beautiful
No, no,
when he
sir.
first
I, you are Mr. That don't make no sense. And you
Sandman.
telling me
It's beautiful.
that
That's
this
great.
man
How does that not
going
make
into
sense?
this highly classified and top secret facility just happened to fall down into this pit? You telling me that makes sense to you? No, sir.
I said there was some flaws.
A lot of flaws. Him
And
walking down the street doing this is a flaw.
and Venom is amazing. Well, and also there's like when he's doing that, there's a really good trombone solo that goes behind it. So I like it. All right, number 1 and 2. Here we go. It's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard. That's what she said. But the number 1 and 2, movie number 2 is Winter Soldier. Uh, and movie number 1 is Black Panther. And these movies are almost interchangeable because, honestly speaking, when it comes to comic book movies, Winter Soldier is actually probably my favorite. That's probably the one above any other that I could watch over and over and over again. But overall, Black Panther is a much better movie, and I can appreciate everything that's in it. It's so good, it's so big. Winter Soldier ain't leaving you teared up. You Bucky. No, I'm good, Bucky. All right. But Black Panther, yeah, that's it. So that's our top 10, guys. What is your top 10? I guess we'll rattle off Shelton's real quick. He's got number 10, Cap 1. That's a lie. Number 9, Guardians. Number 8, Iron Man 3. That's a lie. Number 7, Civil
Well,
War.
I can't really go with you because you put Spider-Man 3 in your top. Your top five. First of all, I'm like,
I'll take Iron Man.
No. Now Spider-Man 3 is my honorable mention. It is not in the top 10 at all.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
I'll take Iron Man 3 over Spider-Man 3 any day.
Okay, never mind. I ain't gonna come at you no more. I thought you said it was on your list, bro. right, stop that.
Ragnarok's number 6. Cap 2, Winter Soldiers, number 5. Doctor Strange. Nobody had that one, but that's a good movie.
Yeah,
Number
it was a good
4.
movie.
Avengers 1 is number 3. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is number 2. There you go, sir. And Infinity War is number 1. I guess he's saying in your face, Danny.
I mean, both me and Shelton had all 3 Captain America movies in our top 10, so I guess we can agree on that.
Right. there's some hope for the future at all. All right, guys. Well, that has been our show here. Of course, we have talked about Venom. We've talked about our top 10, and we talked about Aquaman. So when this video gets to YouTube, leave your comments and tell us what you think there, sir. Closing thoughts real quick, Danny, real fast.
Yeah, I'll take Iron Man 3 over Spider-Man 3 any day. And yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore, man. It's been nice talking to y'all tonight, but we definitely gotta get a solidified top 10 because y'all tripping.
Y'all.
Don't even be vigilant. Just y'all tripping.
Yeah, y'all tripping tonight. Don't even be vigilant till next time. Y'all vigilant.
Chuck, closing thoughts, sir?
It was fun. It was fun. It was a fun show tonight. I'm glad everybody was able to join us. Hopefully, people on YouTube will check it out. Leave some comments. I want to see some lists so we can kind of figure out what's the real top 10, kind of based off what everybody picked. So maybe we'll do like a poll or something with all the fans, see what we can come up with. But yeah, this was definitely fun. So my list is definitely the best. I just go ahead and say that before I get off of here. So
definitely the best list in your household. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to look at the bottom where you can see the what you call it, the thing. What you call that thing? The the list. Click on description. That's a weird name. The description where you can look at some of our other videos there. And of course, as always, they got to do what, Chuck?
Subscribe to survive.
I thought you didn't know what it was for a second.
I was about to say views from a different side.
Of course, this is Color Commentary, where we give you, I don't know, because I did all my stuff at the beginning. Like I already did my thing where I was like,
on a different side.
Right. I already did my thing where, this is dead, and I already did my thing where I was like, this is Rashad. And so I just got views. I shot my shot at the beginning. Peace out.